Hey, we're back. So, you've managed to defeat the enemies for now, driven off the dragon with the help of a large cannon, a dragon of your own, and 2 magical swords. You managed to defeat a dragon, basically.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Leslie, as you kind of finish off the dragon, you actually do see wisps of something, almost like fly off it, which you didn't see before, and return to your blade.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
Dawn, like, this euphoric rush you had earlier seems to kind of fade away, and that voice you heard earlier is, kind of in this kind of whispering tone is, "Call on me again."
You cut out in the middle of that one.
Oh, call
What did you say, sword?
Call on me again.
I will. I'll call you.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn's gonna call the sword up for a booty call.
Yeah.
Not content with just, obeying Dracula's wives and various ghouls she creates. Not time to move on to swords.
You do get the feeling that it wasn't the sword that was talking to you, it was the blood.
Oh, I'll drink that blood anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You know, we don't judge Nathan.
Nathan's not drinking blood from a sword of questionable origin.
Yeah,
I mean, but his blood does come from questionable origins.
there's a lot of
does,
blood in this
but
sword,
we know-
and you don't know where it came from.
We know what the questionable source of origin of Nathan's blood is.
Okay, that's fair.
True. So very, very true. Okay. So you kind of regroup your little band, having lost a few members and been a couple members that are definitely much more injured. It looks like the one technocrat and the Black Spiral, the ones that survived, are relatively uninjured. They managed to take a little less brunt. Your Harbingers of Skulls, he's, Marqueus is just fine as far as you know.
How's Mikado looking?
Mikado is looking a little worse for wear. Definitely not as bad as Ryan is.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But he looks a little spent, like he used a lot of his abilities on this one battle.
Don't blame him.
That makes
Given
sense.
the dragon, that makes sense.
Don't awake the dragon.
Perhaps we should go before it can regroup some of its abilities. We still have a job to do.
Yeah.
As he's saying this, Dawn is trying to take a selfie with her mobile phone she brought in with her on the dragon.
Mm-hmm. Well, the flesh dragon has been oozing down into the flesh below, so it's melting and it's kind of awful.
I gotta get it quick, you know?
Leslie will snap a pic for her and send it to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she did just slay a dragon with a sword, like some sort of medieval knight. She's, she earned that
This
picture.
is the dream.
Leslie, would you like me to take a... Oh, never mind.
Oh, indeed, yes, please. I'd quite enjoy that.
Sure.
I do ever so love having my picture taken, but make sure you get my good side.
Which one is that? I'm not very photogenic.
I'm gonna pull my shadow back into a ball and back into my hand. Get ready for anything else that might come. Refill the ammo and whatnot.
Okay.
All right,
And
where
heal
to?
off this wound that I took.
Mikado will kind of point forward, where it seems like everything kind of almost looks like it's originating from and kind of coming out from. I believe over that way is where we shall find our target.
Okay. Let's go that way then.
How's that black spiral looking?
Relatively okay. As I said, he took a lot less injuries than his kin. He managed to... It looks like maybe he was a little more skilled than the others, perhaps, and that's why he survived.
Leslie's gonna load one of his magazines of silver tips into his rifle.
Okay. Well, guys, is it okay if I just maybe secure this location for now?
You go ahead,
Yes.
Ryan. You've done plenty.
All right then. I'm
Right.
just gonna like hang around here.
Did you soil yourself, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know anymore. It hurts a lot.
Well, I was gonna say I'm very proud of you. I am still proud of you, just not as much as I would have been. You need to
Oh.
work on that.
Yep. I believe.
I believe I have an extra pair of trousers in my backpack. If you guys would like to continue on ahead, feel free.
You did good there, Ryan.
Dawn's gonna clap him on the back.
There's like your hand comes off and there's like just this like kind of layer of like a little bit of blood on your hand.
What color is his blood anyway?
Normal human blood, especially in this
Oh,
form.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, lick that right off my hand then.
It tastes delicious.
Turns out cockroach kind of tastes pretty good.
God, let me have some of that. I guess me and Don will walk on ahead.
Yep. Nathan, you're
I'm gonna... Oh, the explosive mag was for the scar as well.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Ryan, do you think you'd be able to, after they've kind of gone a ways down the tunnel,
Mhm.
Ryan, could you set up some C4?
Sure.
Awesome. Probably some around the tunnel we entered in, so that we can get back out through it, and then some around this central area, just in case we need to leave at speed.
I'll take care of that for you.
Excellent.
Oh.
And also, pair of trousers.
Thanks, Nathan. All right. As
Does the Great Lord Cockroach have any further advice for us before we leave you?
ouch.
All right, not very helpful, but thank you.
The tunnel actually becomes almost it becomes almost like a tunnel of flesh then, as you kind of are entering into this almost core of wherever this is. It seems like you're going through a pulsating area of like twisted bones and flesh that seems to kind of almost make like a rudimentary forest that kind of blocks you, so you have to kind of like navigate these horrible, you know, bone spikes that are sticking out that are like these weird combinations of like, it looks like all these other bones fused together in this like almost disturbing macabre thing. So you can see like in these spires of bone that are sticking out, like you can see like skulls of all kinds of creatures and like in twisted poses that like in one of them you almost seem like it looks like an entire human skeleton, except in such a pose that it looks like it was literally fused with the bone itself.
Lovely.
Like that.
Well, that's
Oh,
gross.
me neither.
Stab it.
As you kind of move in, you find yourselves moving into like a large open chamber where the entire thing is covered in this flesh, and kind of dangling from the ceiling is this almost like what looks to be a beating heart. Below it is this kind of the only thing in here that is not covered in flesh, this like dais with a sarcophagi on top of it that is open. But you can see these tendrils kind of coming out from it into this heart of flesh.
I don't like neither of those things.
Mm-mm.
I don't have a favorite one of those.
No, not particularly.
Mm-mm.
I would very much like to close the sarcophagus.
Might have to cut off a few tentacles first.
Do we want to alert it by cutting off tentacles, or do we want to go straight for the heart and surprise it, kind of thing? You know?
Or
Yeah.
one in the heart and one in the... I guess one in the pink and one in the stink, as it were.
Ah.
Ever the west, Nathan.
I mean, they could smell. We don't know. But that thing is pink. So.
It's actually one of my specials.
Leslie's just gonna whisper to Nathan, "You know how to use a rifle, right?"
Yes.
Okay, good. Hold on to this while Dawn and I do our stabby thing, just in case.
All right.
It has a special surprise for...
Ah,
certain
right.
friends.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, gonna just look at the Bone Mancer dude and be like, "Hey, you got any ideas?"
Perhaps stabbing the heart, the blade.
Yeah, I figured that much. I mean, any other observations about the current situation? Any at all?
Seems as though he awakened and left his sleep.
See, this is my exact concern, because if he is not here, what is this that we're stabbing, and is this actually going to solve our issue or merely alert a larger enemy?
That I cannot help you with, unfortunately. I don't know enough about it.
Don't suppose your shiny, sparkly LED friends over there have any idea, do they?
They'll kind of shrug.
Figured as much. Well, Dawn,
Yes.
want to stab it?
Do we want to stab the same thing together?
Well,
Each of them
That's what I'm
separately.
thinking. Let's just both stab it at once, see what happens.
Is there anything in the coffin? Sarcophagus?
It's hard to tell, as it's like a mass. Like it kind of looks like there's this massive, like it looks like tendrils that seems to be down there.
So it's like a normal, like, foot deep coffin, right? Or 2 foot deep coffin?
It's like a big sarcophagi, so it's like pretty like stone sarcophagi.
Okay.
So it's
and
pretty-
is it standing or is it laying down?
It's laying down, so it's like
Oh, okay.
it's like laying down right below it. Like the lid has been like knocked off, and you can't really see exactly where it is.
How high above me is the ceiling?
This room probably vaults up about maybe like let's say 30 feet up.
Oh, frig. How high can a vampire jump? A vampire with 2 potents and 1 celerity?
I mean, a pretty decent amount. Probably not 30 feet.
Could a vampire with 2 potents, 1 celerity, and, say, 2 shadow arms, perhaps scale a wall?
Perhaps. It is a wall of flesh and bone. So there's probably some handholds.
And if you have protean claws, you can make them. Or not protean,
That's-
but like
that's a good
claws.
point. Yeah.
Just
Because this
One.
particular vampire doesn't want to move right up beside it to look into said sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, technocrats, do you guys, or technocrat, I suppose. Sorry about your friend, by the way. Do you have some sort of, camera that could like fly over that thing and show us what's inside of it?
I didn't bring myself.
He'll touch something on his arm, as like he'll press some buttons that are like in the suit. As you see this like chunk of it kind of fly off and turn into this like almost look like little drone.
Sweet. This is way easier.
Mm-hmm. You'll kind of like he'll just say, "All I see is a mass of tendrils. I can't.
There's nothing else in there. It's just writhing tentacles.
It seems to match the tentacles that are coming out to the heart. If there's something else below there, I can't tell."
Oh.
How about we go for the heart, Nathan and everyone else has a grenade that they throw in the coffin at the same time.
But we don't see the heart is the issue. We're assuming it's inside that coffin.
No,
aren't
the
we?
heart is from the ceiling.
There's like a big flesh heart hanging from the ceiling, like in the middle of the room, above.
Oh,
the
okay.
sarcophagus.
I've apparently been completely
That's the
confused
pink.
here.
Yeah. There's
That
like
would
this
be
big,
the
like,
fact.
beating flesh heart thing above it that, like, the tendrils from the coffin are coming up into, and then it, like, it is, like, merged in this big, like, almost lump that's kind of beating, and the flesh from that kind of goes up and spreads around the ceiling and seems to be spreading everywhere.
Oh.
Yes,
So
so
how high in the air is the heart?
Like,
Is it
middle of
30
the
feet
room.
up in the air?
Middle of the room, so, like, maybe 15 feet up, but from the dais, probably about, like, 7 or 8 feet up. So above the sarcophagi. So definitely reachable from the sarcophagi area because it's on a raised dais, you know? Makes it a little easier.
We'd have to stand right next to the sarcophagus to stab the heart.
We
Yes.
could jump on the
yeah.
heart. We could try and jump on it.
you would still be well within the blast area of any grenade we threw.
But if I'm on top of it, the fleshy mound beneath me should protect me a little. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. I've dealt with it in closer range before.
Alright, how about... Technocrat, do you have, like, a time... Not a timed charge, a charge with a trigger, like an explosive you could throw into that thing and set it off at a moment's notice?
I don't have a lot of explosives with me. I didn't plan for blowing stuff up in a small area which could collapse on top of me.
Question. How is the napalm bomb set off again?
It is a bomb. You'd have to set it to go.
Timer.
Okay.
Timer.
I hear your concerns about the ceiling falling down and whatnot, but my bigger concern at the moment is the antediluvian nightmare, not quite corporeal.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably stop standing around talking about it and stab the thing.
Look, if you want to take the sword and climb up next to that massive writhing tentacles and stab the giant fleshy beating heart that just summoned a flesh dragon, you go right ahead! With a sword that whispers things in the back of your head.
Oh, yours does that too?
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have the company, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Alright,
like
fuck
a
it, let's
bullet.
just go stab the thing.
I'm gonna touch the gem to see if it does anything.
I mean, you could get more blood out of it.
I'm
Well,
just
drink
gonna
that blood.
squeeze a little harder than the blade to
Mhm.
cut into my palm a bit.
Okay, so you're gonna drink some more of the blood and then go for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
On 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You both stab into this heart. A thing that you have obviously probably dealt damage to at this point in time. It kind of withers and converses as if you were stabbing an actual heart. As it then kind of like, you're both kind of pushed back by a force of this like almost beat that almost feels like a force of air. Shoving you kind of down. Both of you kind of pushing yourselves back as each of your blades has this almost strange feeling to it. You feel as though something occurred when the two of them came together almost. The part beats for a few seconds more, and then it almost seems to like begin to wither and shrivel up. And the flesh around you begins to kind of shrivel up and kind of flay down as if it's rotting away. This place is being like a mess of rot and melting flesh all around you. And then from the sarcophagus, this almost kind of bony hand comes up and grasps the edge.
I told you, Nathan!
And a second one. And a man rises up. He is massive. with this kind of strange red armor all over himself. He is bald, with what looks to be like a set of horns coming out from him.
I'm not the one lying on the floor letting this happen.
Mm-hmm.
You two.
The devil is rising. We have risen the devil.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go stab the devil. That seems fine. Why aren't you guys shooting it?
You're gonna see him like raise his hand and kind of like look at it for a second.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I've still got explosive rounds. Called shot. Head, that's harder to deal with not having briefly, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Marksmanship. Oh baby. Oh baby.
Okay. Nice. So that's how many successes you have there. One. You called
5.
shot. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. It certainly will. Dawn. You get
Is it worth rolling damage?
You get a sense of something strange happening. It's as if, like, you feel time slowed for a second.
My time powers.
Mm-hmm. Though, like, for you, because you realize as though it's like, this is something different than, like, what your abilities are. You just get the feeling as if someone peered into the future for a second and reacted. As he just kind of moves aside a little bit, where you were going to shoot.
Damn.
Oh.
And this kind of strange, raspy voice is like, "Who would face me from those that would wake me from my slumber? Nathan. Yes. Nathan Franzo. Brazen.
Do you know this thing?
Amazing. Driven back to a mortal form again. The power you possess is impressive. What took me centuries to build, undone a second time. But perhaps this is for the best.
Leslie's gonna try and sneak up behind this thing with his sword.
I'm gonna see you moving and be like, he can meddle with time. Duh, he's doing
Leslie
something.
Miller. I would not try to use Ankaran on me.
I mean, we did once and it seems to have done something.
I still slumbered.
You look pretty awake to me, dude.
And it's fairly obvious that you wouldn't use Ankaran on yourself.
Two legendary blades together again, but neither used correctly. I fear nothing from you. I still have blood, and you would not like to fight a beast again, would you?
The cat has been summoned by the devil.
You know who I am, do you not?
Got a vague idea.
As he'll kind of step out of his coffin. And it is obvious that the ones that are with you, like the Black Spiral and Machado, they are... You feel like they're ready for a fight, but they are not going to be the first ones to sort of, like, dive in there. You can see, like, sweat driving from them. The Technocrat is, like, probably shaking. Literally shaking.
Cowards. So much for the elite force to help us.
The Harbinger of the
You got a
Skulls
gun,
is just
dude.
standing
You can
there.
shoot.
I mean, we've seen how well that works out.
Well, maybe more bullets will overwhelm them. Who knows? If he's busy looking into the future all the time, surely he can't dodge everything.
That's fair. I'm gonna shoot again.
Technocrat, shoot!
Alright.
I'm gonna open up with my pistol too.
Okay. Alright. I guess you want to get in a fight with him. Okay.
I mean, realistically, in character, Leslie strongly doubts this thing is just going to let us leave after we stabbed it in the heart
You didn't actually
and
stab
have
it in the heart.
awoken it, and like,
Okay. I guess roll me initiative.
unless anybody's got a better idea.
Actually, I'll give you something here, because he probably would do that. Marqueus will go forward. Yes. They stabbed you. They took you out of this. But I believe we are not your enemies. You know who I am. As he'll take off his mask. Yes, I sense you. Child of Cappadocius. I'm surprised to see you again. It has been a millennia. Why are you here, working with them? They are violent and seek my end, seek their own ends. Because your form was dangerous, and there are much greater dangers at hand. We have seen it. He is returning. And with him, they bring an end much different than the one that your kind would have brought to mortals. You sought a realm of our kind ruling over them for all time. I see not only our ends, but many ends coming. So, do not fight now. I'm sure sleep beckons you again, Elder. There'll become a time and a place for you to return. And I'm sure you have more plans at hand. The flesh is gone.
This is avocado talking, right?
No, this is the Harbinger of Skulls,
Gotcha.
the Necromancer.
Mhm.
Who's
Yeah,
apparently
really
really, really
confused.
old.
Yeah. Please give me a occult intelligence check. Yep.
I can't do anything this session. If it requires a dice roll.
Okay. Yes. Nathan will actually know something then. Strangely enough. You have heard of Cappadocius. Cappadocius was the antediluvian of the Cappadocian clan, who were basically diablerized by the Giovanni and then slaughtered. They should be extinct.
Oh. Oh, crap. Now he's gonna kill me. Fucking... I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all.
This is fine.
Tzimisce will kind of look back and kind of look at you and be like,
Did
"You might win this day if I stay. Of course, I'm not sure how many of you would survive. But I am not one for giving up the fact I have returned to my senses, lost to me so long ago. So I'm thankful for that. I will leave you alive this day. But know this, Dawn, Leslie. My clan has long memories, as I do. And though they may not know why, you are truly an enemy of an all of them." As he'll try to chuckle to himself and just melt into the ground.
No. I don't want to be an enemy of that thing. I didn't shoot.
we did sort of stab?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it wasn't evil devil shit.
Marqueus will kind of sigh.
So you knew ahead of time.
I did not know that we would awaken him now. I did not think we would kill him for good.
I mean, when I asked you, when we walked into the room, what your any idea of what was going on, you didn't think to mention your progenitor?
Not mine. He knew mine. I am born from another of his kind.
But you know him specifically.
Yes.
How old are you?
You look great.
He looks really awful. I mean, he's like a skeleton man.
But for his age, he looks great.
I'm just happy-go-lucky, Dawn. You look great.
Most
Also,
of
did we lose Nathan?
No, he's there.
They-
Most
No.
of my kind.
Oh, it's just me that... Okay.
No, he's frozen for me too.
Oh, he is frozen. Oh, I didn't notice he was frozen until I looked. Because I normally have, like, the video that I'm watching it if I'm checking over on OBS. So I didn't really... It just looked like he was being quiet. Because it was
See,
much
I've got
smaller.
a black screen, and I've had a black screen for the last, 5 minutes. I've just been sitting here wondering why no one was reacting to...
Yeah, I thought he
Just-
was just frozen. I thought he was just done. You know?
That's what
I mean, the last thing he said was, "I don't know anything." So,
Yeah,
I guess the devil got him.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I will finish up with this line here. I died once, and I came back. And that is why he remembers me.
We all died once and came back,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
I guess his words should have been, I died twice.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Leslie was about to mutter the same thing under his breath.
We just
Like, dude, we all
immediately go
did.
to sass him.
You
Yes.
ain't special, dude.
Nope. Yep. Because he's master of a different discipline. Yay.
Yay!
It's basically a relative of necromancy, and works a lot like it.
Hey! No.
Oh,
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Is one of the
he's back!
Oh, we're back?
I think he's back.
Sort of? Yes, he's back. But he can't hear us.
He's
Or
back.
can he hear us? I don't know.
I can hear you.
Oh god, he's
Can
back
you
then.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
He's back in Pog form. Oh no, he froze up again.
Oh no!
Yeah, there you go. I was. Oh my god, the face he is making. Hold up, I need to. Oh,
Wait.
Good.
What?
This might help. I moved the server. Nope. Oh,
Wait,
maybe it did help.
maybe it was a server. It might have been the server. I don't know. It wasn't doing anything for us, so maybe the server will be better for you because it's closer.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, all I know is I was trying to interrupt Leslie as he was talking about this guy's past to be like, Leslie, I think it's time to go. We've accomplished everything we need to do. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's run.
Leslie's still on guard waiting for these people to backstab us.
Yes, that's why we need to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
AKA, he doesn't want to be leading the way out with these things at our back.
No, I do want to be leading the way out with these things at our back. Let's go.
Alright, I'm coming.
I'm going to turn around and leave.
Okay.
And start running.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see Nathan stop running, I'm gonna stop running ahead of him.
Okay.
No, if Nathan's running, it's bad.
Okay. So the three of you start running.
Not like pell-mell, just like a nice solid jog
Yeah.
at first.
Okay.
Get first, and then I overtake you, and I book it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. So you guys just turn, kind of interrupting mid-conversation kind of things, which
Pretty
confuses
much.
the three of those in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look at the two running and look at the other three and be like, they
Bye.
just do this sometimes. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna start jogging after them and keeping an eye on behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, after a little while, you'll see something coming behind you. Something black and furry. At decent speed.
I don't like the black spout. Oh no, I don't want to piss off the other dragon.
Mm-hmm. The other
The
dragon...
dragon isn't here yet.
The other dragon, probably left with you,
Good.
but wasn't running.
So he's probably like beside me.
Yes.
I'm gonna shout to Leslie, like, Leslie, throw a cloud back there.
I'll just expand my cloud to fill everything behind me.
Machado will say, I am not enough shape to fight the other one there.
You do think he's ready to fight, isn't he?
Perhaps.
I mean, it's rather suspicious having a black spiral charging at you.
I worry that
I
they
guess
might
we'll
want to
distract him.
eliminate this.
Fill everything behind me with black cloud. Which won't really do much because all he has to do is keep going straight.
Yeah.
But it might confuse him at least. And he's not gonna be able to hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he puts the black cloud up, I'm gonna say, can you make us go faster?
Let's see here.
I'm gonna put Nathan on my back and
Actually, I'm probably as fast or faster than you.
So are we just betraying them before they can betray us?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you work out speed? Is it just celerity?
I believe it has to do with dexterity.
Oh, because my celerity is 2, and then my dex is 5.
Jesus.
Mine is also still 5.
Wow.
And my celerity is 3.
Ooh, Nathan might be
Jesus.
faster than Dawn. That's not okay.
I spent 2 blood to get there.
Machado will kind of look to you, Leslie, and say, like, I must choose my battles, and it seems as though that they want you dead. So, come. As, he is going to basically kind of start running forward then, too. When you get out to the large area where the flesh had been a thing, it's now like an open area where once sewage had fallen down there. It's all like very open. So there's very little infrastructure, and it's kind of hard to get across now. It looks as though that some water was probably backed up in the system, as like water filled with the remains of rotting flesh is kind of now like still pouring down into this old area, and kind of pouring down into like the basin down below to kind of filter out what was left and was plugged up for a while with flesh monstrosity.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
How far's the jump?
Pretty far. It was like a 50-foot room across.
Yeah.
The entire thing's caved in.
Well, the flesh made a floor. There wasn't an actual floor there. It was like one of those
Ryan,
sewage
is that
basins.
gun still working?
Yeah, maybe.
I hope so.
Machado's gonna kind of look to you and be like, "Good luck." As he's gonna change into a large crocodilian and just jump off the side into the water below.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can we see which way he's swimming? Is he swimming across the gap, or is he like swimming?
He's going down because all the water falls down in here into like a lower basin kind of thing.
I was hoping I could use him as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I could throw one of you. I can't promise you'll get across, but I can promise I'll try.
Leslie is
Can we like
to...
skirt around the edge?
You could probably try to skirt through some of the old piping and stuff that's still not totally destroyed. It'd be difficult, but possible. So I'd say like
power.
I would say for this one to like hold on to the various things and climb across. Strength, athletics, difficulty 8.
I am going to. I'm going to see if I can make this easier on myself. Okay, I'm going to summon claws out of my other hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I got those, and then the claws from the glove on the right.
Yep.
And I'm going to summon up some Arms of the Abyss.
Okay.
And there, I'm just going to summon them. Let's see, what do I need to? I haven't summoned these in forever. Manipulation cult. Difficulty 7. Easy success. Creation of a single tentacle. Okay. God, I'm just gonna burn a lot of blood here. So, we're not actually in combat, so blood points per turn doesn't matter, right?
Pretty much no, but you don't have a lot of time before he would catch up.
Yep. I'm gonna use celerity if I have to speed this along.
Okay.
What Leslie's gonna do is use Shadow Play, summon up a cloud of shadow on his back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna assume that Dawn is gonna like chuck Nathan or something, figure something out, because I can't figure out a way that I can do this fast enough for all three of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take Nathan around the edge with me.
Okay.
I'll be there to catch him.
Okay.
Arms of the Abyss, burning a willpower and another blood point to summon arms out of my back, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 guaranteed success. Okay!
Okay.
Are you Spider-Manning right now?
Yeah, hell yeah, I am!
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I have 4 shadow arms coming out of my back, in addition to my 2 arms with claws. Any chance I can get across faster and easier?
Probably. Please, everybody, roll me Dex Athletic or Strength Athletics. We are almost at the end here, and so we can see about your crawling across here.
Before I summon that, before I do that, can I summon a moving illusion of me in the water swimming?
Probably,
so
like down below.
across.
It's kind of hard
Yeah.
because the water is like pouring out with like the fleshy rotting water. Fleshy rot water is kind of pouring down a lot of these tunnels and all the different directions into this basin down below.
Okay.
So it's probably really gross, and you probably could do illusion of you diving down into there, but that would be the thing that would seem like an illusion you dive down into.
Okay. An illusion of us stood on the edge.
Okay.
And make it look like we're discussing because I have movement.
Okay.
So if he comes out, he's gonna go for the illusions, I hope.
Yeah. So please make me your checks then.
How?
Or did we get them already?
I don't think I have to. I need to.
How am I rolling mine since I am now Spider-Man?
Just roll a basic, and if it matters, I will give you some extra dices and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Nathan is frozen.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Alright, but we'll just try to finish up here quickly. You manage to kind of Spider-Man it across, and it seems your illusion does distract him short. Yes. I'm just gonna say yes. Mhm. Just yes. Being carried by
Get
Dunce.
on my back.
Yeah, just get on your back as you're kind of crawling across, because you're doing it really well, and even with Nathan, you're kind of like moving across. So you kind of like crawl through the pipes where they're trying to collapse and stuff, moving across the
I'm
room.
gonna assume that once we get to the other side, Nathan would tell Ryan to blow the C4. If he can hear me, hopefully he can.
I don't know. Well,
Ryan, I'll shoot the answer appears.
Ryan can attempt to, but Ryan has like no dice worth to do it, and not in a shape to do it. I'll take a roll for some shots. Let's see here. Sure. A couple of stray bullets will hit the dancer, seemingly doing some damage to it. Yeah. But the dancer still kind of is standing. It kind of moves back out of sight, at least for now. As you kind of back away, getting into a position, you kind of turn around to see a man kind of standing there opposite you. He's like, "So, you're the ones that stole my sword." I will end it there.
It's not the time, dude!
I stole nothing!
Mm-hmm. So, hey! Someone came looking for you. I warned
God
you about
damn
him.
it.
Mm-hmm.
This is really not the time. He has a terrible sense of everything.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
God damn it. I'm gonna push him in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, no, this is someone you've never met before, though.
I mean, judging by it's a guy and he's saying the steal a sword thing, he's probably the Russian dude whose
Yep.
name I can't remember.
Victor.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pushing
there
him
you go.
straight in.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh, Nathan's back.
like, you guys were looking back across the water, so he's in between you and escaping and the water down below, basically, is where he's at right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Where you came from, where you're trying to retreat to, that's where he's at.
Yeah, but we're on that side now, right?
Yeah.
We're like getting across, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got across, so on the other side is the black spiral, and
Yeah.
where you want to continue running to is Victor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Still continues to cut out.
It's fine. Anyway, we'll continue with that and your encounter with Victor next time, which seems like an awful thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll figure that out next time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It was an exciting one with a big battle scene and not getting murdered by an antediluvian who can technically reform his body with one of his abilities at will, almost.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no. He would be very, very difficult to kill if you actually wanted to try to do it.
It is a good thing that none of the big bad evils ever seem to want to kill us.
I wasn't gonna... Well, you technically did. The dragon would have killed you.
Fair.
Yeah. But I was rolling for your dragon in like a 2-dice thing, and it was fortunately coming up mostly on your side. Let me put it that way.
That's fortunate.
Yes. Anyway. Yeah. And flesh guys would have killed you too. They almost did. So, yeah, next week we'll continue. We'll get back to some more of this, where we're having this standoff. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. Thank you to Jess, Carpe, and Umber for joining me. Yes. Jess, why don't you give a shout out stuff? Yay.
Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Yay.
Yep. And Umber.
Go watch twitch.tv/bubblegumviking, twitch.tv/Dracovin Empire.
Yay. Indeed. And as usual, I am the storyteller around here, Tantanara Van Dracovin. You can find me here often. pretty much daily. Been a little less daily lately just because of some family stuff. But if you're looking for more role-playing stuff, D&D is on Thursday. We'll be back for this next week and some stuff over the weekend. So, thanks everyone. Goodbye.
I figured I'd type it.